he stood up in front of thousands of delegates from, you know, hundreds of Unitarian Universalist churches at the UUAGA in 2014 and lied to them. Told them that, you know, that in his investigations he didn't come across any abuse of children. This is a brazen, bald-faced lie. And when I became aware of it, it took a few days because Jim Key's words were not immediately posted to the internet, and even when they were, it took me a little bit of time to find them because they were not very well publicized. It took a few days for me to find the video of Jim Key's apology and see him, you know, and hear him say these things. But as soon as I was aware of it, I challenged him personally. I challenged the UUA Board of Trustees and top-level UUA leadership and demanded that they correct the record. So this is late June of 2014. Let's say I brought it to the attention of the UUA in early July, or very early July. So they've had all of July, August, September, October, November, December of 2014 and January and February of 2015 to responsibly address the fact that UUA moderator Jim Key brazenly lied about the overall extent of clergy sexual misconduct within the Unitarian Universalist Association. And he also brazenly lied about Unitarian Universalist clergy sexual abuse of children in claiming that to his knowledge, you know, in his investigations, there was no abuse of children. This is just outrageous, really. It's just a pretty awful lie. And yet, you know, so many months later, heading for a year later, Jim Key has not been held accountable for the lies that he told in his apology, which, as far as I'm concerned, the apology is now worthless. I mean, it was worthless almost as soon as he spoke it because it contained lies. You know, it contained completely false information within it. And to me, that invalidates the apology. One thing is clear, one thing is indisputable, is that in effectively denying any clergy sexual abuse of children, the UUA has not apologized to those children who actually were victims of clergy sexual misconduct of one kind or another committed by Unitarian Universalist ministers, and that includes rape. That includes rape committed by Reverend Mac W. Mitchell at the very least. And I should add that the apology was only in terms of clergy sexual misconduct. So it was only sexual misconduct, not non-sexual forms of misconduct, and it was only in terms of clergy. If we were to broaden the scope a little bit to include Unitarian Universalist Sunday school teachers, who are also in a position of trust, and especially so when it comes to children, well, there's another whole can of worms, you know. And the fact of the matter is that some Unitarian Universalist Sunday school teachers who are not clergy, but are nonetheless entrusted with the safety of children, have most certainly abused children. No question about it. And again, that includes rape. That was completely left out of the equation